just knew Nick gave me this one. I was like, oh, wait, I got
Things are relatively controlled and slow right now. We probably have about a third of our beds filled at this point, and it's almost 11 o'clock in the morning, which is kind of an easy pace for Friday morning for us, I think.
Most of my trauma rooms are open right now.
It's never dull. You never know what's going to come through the front door.
Are we ready to go?
It was a Indianola ambulance called out for a seizure-like activity. And when they got to the patient, he was starting to become more arousable or more awake again, but had a very low blood pressure. This fluid's not running open at all.
I'll give you a call when you're ready.
You're gonna feel a bump here.
Next step is now specialty care. Surgery will come see him. We'll try and do some invasive procedures to find out where all the air in his abdomen is coming from. We have an inbound aircraft coming from Knoxville with an unresponsive, intubated patient.
Well, we've had a little bit of influx too. We've had a patient on post-CPR that just arrived from another facility. So that one's an intubated patient on a ventilator that just arrived. At the same time, we had a trauma alert that was transferred from another hospital.
Trauma team to emergency.
These are kind of go in spurts here and there. Doesn't really happen too often, but it can happen.
We're probably at about 85% capacity. I have a few open rooms.
And we have a pressure now, 158 over 58.
I mean, it certainly can be stressful with trying to juggle the number of patients that you're seeing at any one time, and there's no set pattern. It's where best resources are able to get to the patient as quickly as possible.
In ICU, it looks like they might have one opening up, but they've been tight all throughout the day.
We just got a trauma alert on about five trauma patients coming in.
Last blood pressure 150 systolic, heart rate running in the 80s and 90s.
We're going to start out on bed 1 here, and the second one's going to go over here to team 2. A lot of facial fractures. Vitals are stable. This is Linda.
This is a 27-year-old female patient that was a backseat passenger in a vehicle going highway speed, fully restrained. On collision, she ended up into the front seat of the vehicle.
Do we have enough lines? Can we get a warm blanket, please?
This is a lot more than a normal night, and here comes another one.
Mercy base, Mercy 2 on com. We just received another rescue. We have 7 patients in the waiting room still. We have no free rooms right now. 4 traumas at one time is a little bit much.
People are depending on all of us. It could be your loved one or my loved one. Sometimes, unfortunately, we do have some kind of bad things come through the front door.
When you get into medicine, you have to accept the fact that people die, no matter what you do.
To think that we can just put it in a box and internalize it isn't realistic. You never get immune to it, you never get callous to it. You accept it, and sometimes it's tears, sometimes it's faith. You know, there's a lot of different entities that come out of it.
The last one that Mercy 1 flew in was the 21-year-old from this accident in Decatur County.
Usually we give a report to each other so that we know what happened kind of during the night, especially if something was really serious, because we still might get family trickling in, people looking for that person. I have the phone, pager.
Hope you guys have a good day.
Thanks.
It's been steady all night.
We need to stack like crazy to get our rooms back and going after their busy night last night.
Like these were all empty, this was empty, and these bins were empty.
Mercy ER, this is Sherry. Nurses are caring people no matter what profession they're doing, whether they're doing research, they're instructors. I just happen to be one that has a lucky, fun job of working in the ER. Emergency room, this is Sherry.